Good evening, everybody. My name is Stan the Man, and you have tuned into the Sullivan Report here on a Sunday evening. Hello, this is Stan the Man on a Sunday evening. This is the Sullivan Report. Today we're going to talk about police officers and the dumb things they do. Let me see if I can put up a video for you of some of the dumbest things that I've seen cops do. And I want you to, just check this out. Just let you know that they are human also. They make mistakes just like we do. The thing is, when they make a mistake, it costs us time. And sometimes our lives. So that's why we hold them to a higher standard. And that's the way it has to be. You just can't. A person in that position cannot make a mistake. Although they do, and they have to own up to those mistakes. And check this one out. Dumb cop got exactly what he deserved.
Oh no! Have you got a big crack in your windshield? Cracks in the glass of your windshield are often very...
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Roswell, Georgia Police Department, where we'll be taking a look at a police officer by the name of Daniel McKenzie, who was caught punching and tasing a handcuffed man in the back of his vehicle. 11 Alive was the first news organization to break this story, so I'm going to allow them to tell you the details of the story and what happened. Now, here's the thing. We always ask, what happened to these officers afterwards? What's the follow-up story? They're also going to give you the follow-up, so I'm not going to be butting into this video too much. I just wanted to cover this one so that you guys can see that there was a follow-up and a police officer was held accountable. I know a lot of you guys are always asking, why do the police get away with everything? But finally, we have a case where the cop was actually held accountable. And what you may find even more surprising is the ruling that the judge gave. You have to stay tuned to the end to find out, but make sure you pay attention. But at the end of the video, remember, make sure you know your rights. Download my free ebook. The link will be at the end of the video. Make sure you download it. And if you're really serious about learning your rights, register for my online video course properly titled Surviving the Police, so you can learn your rights and you can know what you can and can't do when encountering the police. With that being said, this is going to be a short video. Make sure you enjoy it. We the People University signing off.
Story the Reveal investigators have been working on for more than 2 years now. We finally got our hands on police body cam video out of the city of Roswell. And Ron, it's been kept secret now since 2018.
That's right, 2018. So the video along with the documents have been hidden until now, providing or proving a Roswell police officer punched and tased a handcuffed suspect. 11 Alive Chief Investigator Brendan Keith discovered is just one example of a widespread practice in Georgia that keeps police misconduct hidden from the public.
Roswell police run down a suspected prowler. stopped with a single shot from a taser to the back. The suspect is placed under arrest by Officer Daniel McKenzie.
Hey, Dipinski. Okay. Escúchame. Okay. You are under arrest. All right, buddy, have a seat.
But this ride to jail will end Officer McKenzie's career.
He started kicking the partition. He started kicking the windows. He started kicking the doors as hard as he could, like double both feet.
Officer McKenzie stops the car and calls for backup.
You're going to get tased again.
Lay down!
I deployed my taser to his hip. That stopped him momentarily. Don't do it. I told him, I said, hey, man, surrender. I'm going to be violent. I'm about to hurt you. Stop. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop. Stop. Come here. Oh, stop. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I said, hey, man, calm down. I quickly diverted him with a punch to his face. I grabbed him. We were able to pull him out right here. Yeah.
A Roswell police officer now in jail tonight after the Reveal investigates exposed video of him tasing and punching a handcuffed suspect.
Chief Investigator Brendan Keefe was the first to break this story here in Atlanta, and now he's here to tell us more about this former officer's guilty plea. Brendan?
Yeah, Sheba and Jeff, Roswell police officer Daniel McKenzie resigned while under investigation in 2018, but the video we requested immediately back then was kept hidden from the public until just last year. After we forced the video's release, he was indicted last September, and now McKenzie has pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, battery, making a false statement, and violating his oath as a police officer. Daniel McKenzie, no longer a Roswell police officer and no longer free. A man who once carried handcuffs, now wearing them after pleading guilty to tasing and punching a handcuffed suspect in 2018.
I'm about to hurt you.
This is all Roswell gave us in response to an open records request in 2018. A 6-page police incident report, including the date, times, names, location, and a 3-sentence narrative written by the officer. And this is the real incident report the officer filed with the case. Everything is exactly the same, except there are twice as many pages. 12 versus 6. In it, he admits to tasing the handcuffed suspect and to punching him with a closed right fist. All of that is in the secret narrative, but missing from the public report of the very same incident. McKenzie was indicted in 2021, months after we obtained the video that had been kept from the public for years. Now, the charges against the man he punched were dropped after we alerted his public defender to the existence of that video back in 2018. Daniel McKenzie was sentenced to 1 year in prison and 5 years probation. Much of this was uncovered by Roswell police in an internal investigation that led to the revocation of McKenzie's peace officer certification. The judge ruled he can never apply to be a police officer again. He can never apply to be a police officer again.
And there you have it. Finally, some justice. And going on around here. You know, he know he was wrong for punching that guy in the face and tasing him while he was handcuffed. Already in the back of the police car. That was extremely, extremely unnecessary. Let me try to find another one for you.
Still taking metformin, do this. Metformin's the best way to lower blood sugar, right?
Two things straight. Number one, this is our property.
Okay, whose property is it?
This is the public's property.
Okay,
who pays for it? I'm doing an investigative story on this police department.
Why? What are you investigating?
I can't get into details.
Oh, okay. Top secret FBI stuff?
Yeah, no, they didn't say that.
James Bond kind of stuff?
No, that's apparently you guys.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy.
Bond kind of stuff?
No, it's
Today's video is being brought to you by one of the channels that's quickly becoming my favorite, and that's the Rowdy Podcast. If you have not subscribed to this, educate you later.
Hi. What's that?
Help you?
Just looking around, filming.
Okay, this is parking lot, so.
Oh, there's no signs and stuff like
It's actually right there.
What's the sign say?
You can go read it.
Okay, sure. It doesn't say anything about no pedestrians back here, though.
Okay, well,
Police vehicle parking only. So this states parking only for police vehicles. It doesn't say no trespassing.
Police, fire, public works.
That's not correct.
That is correct.
That's,
I'm telling you.
what's your name and I don't care what you say.
Officer Tom Zickmatch, 3831.
Okay. Good. So let's get two things straight. Number one, this is our property.
Okay, whose property is it?
This is the public's property.
Okay, where
Who
do you
pays for it?
Where do you
Who
live?
pays for it?
Where do you live?
I'm not going to give you that information because I'm not
well,
required to.
if you're not a resident of Robbinsville, you don't pay for it.
That's number one. You don't know if I am or not.
I just asked you, and you didn't answer.
I don't need to answer you.
Okay.
You answer me. This is how this works. I ask the
Don't tell me
questions.
to do my job, please.
Well, then do your job correctly, and I wouldn't have
Okay.
to. See, normally,
Back here.
well, that's not correct. So let's
It
go
is
talk to the
correct.
supervisor.
My captain's right there. You want to get captain?
Yeah, let's get him.
Well, I can't let you walk back here, so you're gonna stop right
This
there.
this says that it's police vehicle parking only.
Glad you can read.
So what's the problem?
You're not allowed back here.
There is no sign that says it, and it's
You're
public
looking at the
property.
sign.
This says parking. I'm
Yeah.
not in a vehicle.
You're not allowed back here. It's trespassing.
It's not trespassing.
Yes,
You
it
can't
is.
trespass from public property when I'm doing a story.
So this never fails. Police officers never know the difference between public and private property. We're going to help them out one more time. Government properties, which are also public property, consist of land or assets owned by federal, state, or local governments, and may also include government agencies or government-sponsored organizations such as libraries or parks. Government-owned property refers to land or other assets that are legally owned by a government or government entity. Government-owned property may be titled at the federal, state, or local level and may or may not allow unrestricted public access. And as we see, there are no restricted access signs anywhere. Some government-owned properties constitute public goods such as parks, libraries, roads, and sidewalks. So all of these properties we just named, plus some more, they're owned by the government, which means they're actually owned by the people. We the people, the public.
You can't do that.
What story are you doing?
I'm doing an investigative story on this police department.
What? What are you investigating?
I
I'm
can't
curious
get
now.
into the details.
Oh, okay. Top secret FBI stuff?
Yeah,
Tip
no,
top
they didn't say
secret?
that.
James Bond kind of stuff?
No, that's apparently you guys.
That kind of stuff?
I'm gonna ask you to stay 6 feet away from me.
I am 6 feet.
Okay, so if
I'm
you,
nowhere near 6 feet tall, so I don't know how far that is. So I'm doing my best guess right
I
now.
know you don't know what 6 feet is, but that's okay.
Yeah, it is.
You're the only one that wanted to come out here and be a jerk.
They're right there.
I'd say come out here and be a jerk. Pay attention to the words that I'm using.
Human.
You're not. You're being
Okay,
a
well, I
dick
told
with an
you to
attitude.
get off, and you wouldn't get off, and then now you're.
I explained to you that this sign talks about vehicles.
Okay, well,
It doesn't say anything about no trespassing,
Alright.
private access, authorized personnel only. None of those things are on here.
okay.
Okay?
So we should get a bullet point list and put it on there for you.
No, it would be simple.
Do you brush daily but are still battling with dental health problems?
Authorized personnel only would cover both the vehicles plus the people, right?
That's pretty much what that says.
It definitely doesn't, because remember how we talked about reading? You made the comment to me, I'm glad you can read. So I'm going to hopefully help you now.
Okay, teach you how to read, please.
Okay, so this says police
Police.
vehicles
Uh-huh.
parking only.
Wouldn't you? How old are you, sir?
That doesn't matter.
Okay, but are you old enough? Are you over 20?
Of course I am.
Okay. So would you think if it were to say police personnel only,
then I wouldn't come back here.
So do you think police vehicle only? If we took out the parking, police vehicle only, would that make sense to you?
That would mean that I can only drive back here if I had a police vehicle.
Yeah. So you can only
Again, talking about vehicles. The problem here is the vehicle. This is clear. You can't misconstrue this.
So if we took out vehicle and it said police parking,
Still parking related to vehicle.
are we talking about vehicles or people?
Still only related to vehicles. So if you said police personnel or authorized personnel even, that would all make sense, but you're not doing that. And then you want to be a dick to me about it, like you got something to prove.
D-word. I don't swear. I'm not.
That's good. I'm happy you don't. And the thing is, too, is normally I'm super professional, but I've kind of just had it today.
Okay. What put you over the edge?
You,
Me?
specifically.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not part of Black Lives Matter. I'm not part of the BS that's been going on. I'm a First Amendment auditor, and I'm going to complete my task, and I'm going to investigate this department, whether you like it or
I'm
not.
not accusing you of anything. I just said you're trespassing.
I'm not trespassing. You can't trespass me from public property. It's not possible. You also don't have a sign that says authorized personnel. So I'm going to go on this property.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
It's not up to you.
It is at this point.
So let me see your ID as well.
All right. You be blessed, sir. AKS.
So I'm good to be back here, right? I'm good to be back here, right?
He got it. He got it.
I'm not going to damage anything. I'd like to speak to your captain, though, please.
Okay, he's in a meeting right now.
I will wait.
You want to leave your name
No.
and a number?
I will wait.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be.
Well, I need to know what just resolved that. What happened?
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, he's in a meeting, so I don't know how long it'll be.
Okay. Can I get some information so I can contact him at a later time?
You want to go to the front?
Sure.
Again, the Rowdy Podcast is quickly becoming one of my favorite channels to watch. Make sure you go over and subscribe to his channel. Also, go back and check out the entire video on his channel. The link is down below. But as we saw, these officers had no clue of the law. Someone inside the police department sent the message out, hey, he's allowed to record. There are no restricted access signs anywhere.
That's
and I'm
right.
pretty sure the young, arrogant cop, he was walking inside very butthurt. But that's what happens when you know your rights. Make sure you know your rights. Down below is a link to my free ebook. Make sure you download it, or you can click the link above my head. Make sure you know your rights so you're never caught when you encounter the police not knowing what to do. And if you're really serious about learning your rights, make sure you register for my online video course properly titled Surviving the Police. It's going to teach you in detail what you can and cannot do when you encounter the police and what the police can and can't do. So it's going to prepare you and make sure you're ready for every encounter so that your rights are not violated. Learn your rights. Would that be?
If I was you, I would heed this brother's warning. I would, I would get his course and pay attention to it, accordingly. Know your rights. Know what you can and cannot do out here in this public space. We are citizens. We pay for these police departments to drive those cars, to operate those guns, even for the handcuffs they use, the tasers. The public pay for everything that they do. We pay their salaries. They are a public entity. We, in fact, are their bosses. What would happen if we just stop paying our taxes? What would happen if they didn't have the public to rely on for everything that they do? They go out and get other jobs. Well, this has been Stan the Man on the Sullivan Report. And that'll do it for me, everybody. Have a great, prosperous, and healthy week ahead. Good night.